That's weird. All right, whatever. All right, welcome back, world, to another episode of the Hollywood Kippax podcast. I'm your host with the co-host Alex Millich. Joins me once again is Will Lopez. Will, how's it going?
We're back. We're fucking back.
I'm almost like stunned. I'm like, wait, we're doing this again, dude.
Yeah.
It's been more than a minute.
And you just set me up, man.
Oh, I actually took your line. That was your line. Shit, sorry,
Either way,
dude.
and it's been a minute.
It's been a while. I totally see. We're all off on our typical flow, but one group of people that's off their flow for sure.
Oh man. And it's what this podcast is all about.
That's all it's all about. Some team is not in their groove right now. City is in disarray, chaos, turmoil,
Yes.
to say the very least. So before we start this podcast off, we gotta sage this team.
We gotta cleanse it up.
Yeah. So this is sage right here. Sage in the Native American traditions represents health, healing. So
yes,
we gotta light some.
We gotta light that up for the boys, man.
Sage, this boy.
Yeah. Earlier I thought that was some weed and shit, but
oh no, that's. Come on,
I got a little excited for that.
Come on. Hopefully, try to burn this shit down.
Here, let me light your fire, dog.
Light my fire, dog.
There you go. Now we're lighting some sage. I'm gonna clean it up right here. Yo, shout out to Milky. Milky says Arsenal's the best. Here we go. Well,
that's my student, dude.
Oh, hey, shout out to
hope you're having a good Thanksgiving, Luis. All right.
And he said, "Is that weed?" Nope, it's sage, buddy.
It's sage.
I wish it was weed though.
Oh, he said that. I didn't, right? So yeah, so I'll just lead this here.
There you go.
We gotta sage this podcast too,
it's just sage this podcast.
I mean, just to kind of generally speak, there's a lot of things that have gotten in the way that that why we haven't been able to do this podcast like we did it like last year and the year previous.
It's been 5 weeks.
And City have lost 5 straight until tonight when they drew to Feyenoord. So let's just get into it, dude. So
before we do any of that, okay, dog, it's been a while. And I told Alex, I was like, on the chat, I was like, hey, bro, you notice that the last time we won a game, it was when we last potted. No, actually, we lost that game. And ever since then, we haven't potted. And we've been losing ever since. And I told you, I feel kind of responsible.
Don't let the facts get in the way of a good story.
Yes.
Since we haven't podcasted, this team has been losing. So we've been feeling kind of guilty, right? That our absence has kind of cast this bad mojo, bad juju on the team. And we're here to save the day. And we're coming in, though. We play Liverpool on the weekend, right?
Oh shit!
We're talking big game right now. We got a lot. There's a lot to sage out in order to get a W this weekend against Liverpool, or even a draw this weekend.
Yeah.
But thankfully, we got the ancestors to rely on, and we also have the spirits that will be making predictions. It will be casting spells here, so that hopefully we can get something from that Liverpool result. But Feyenoord, right? Were you watching Feyenoord today?
Yes, I was watching that in the work van today on the phone. And man, just go with your notes, brother, so we can talk about this.
Well, I mean, what is to be said? City go up 3-0. And interesting statistic about this game is that City are the first Champions League team to lose a game 3-0 after the 75th minute.
Yeah.
3-0 after the 75th minute. First Champions League team, right?
And Haaland's fastest 50th goals in the UCL also.
Well, that's a bright spot. But we're talking about that typically when you're beating a team 3-0, it's wrapped up, right?
You gotta win.
And that's why Pep basically made that substitution, the Ake substitution, put on Jemai Simpson, Pusey, KDB, and I forget who else. But you know what? It just seemed like the team fell apart at that point. You know what I mean? And that's not a common move to make. It's like, all right, we're up 3-0. It's still the group stage. All right, put on the academy players. Put on the, you know what I mean? It's a pretty typical move, but no one expected us to concede 3 goals within a span of like 15 minutes, right?
I had flashbacks of the Real Madrid final. I mean, semifinal.
Really?
Yeah, like when we took out all the big dicks and then we threw in all the defense. And remember, Rodrigo tied the fucking game, and then at the end they fucked us.
Well, so Silva's penalty was,
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean? But like, I don't know, like it invites a what we're seeing right now is typical City, right? Like
Yeah.
this is the first run of games for Pep since like what 2018, where he's lost more than 4 in a row.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like to newer fans, this is the new thing, right? Like, you know, but to older fans, this is par for the course, right?
Yes,
And
part
what
of the
did
course.
you hear that chant? That was on it. It's like it's the 90s. It's it. City lost 5 in a row. Okay, now here we are, here we go. It's the 90s again. It's the 90s again. Here we go.
Nice.
City lost 5 in a row.
Oh man, wow. Okay. Well, only the real ones would understand that, right?
Yeah, the real. Well, no, that was I saw it on TikTok. So you know what? Like, despite us losing 5, you know what I'm saying? Like, look, the last 2 seasons we've covered some of the best football
Yes.
we've ever seen, right?
Yes.
Like, and we're in a rough spot right now. It's not a crisis, but it's a rough spot, right? And let's get into that. Do you think this is a crisis? You think it's a crisis?
Yes.
I think it's a rough spot. That it begs a lot of questions. But go ahead.
I only say it because in the beginning of this podcast, especially in the beginning of this season, I made a prediction that said we have a lot of moving parts, and it's gonna come down to a couple of injuries where the other guys are gonna have to step up and work with each other. And it's these past 5 games, it's like these guys don't know each other, bro. It's like they don't.
I'll say it like this: do you think it's an offensive problem or a defensive
problem?
For sure, defensive
really
problem.
Bad.
I mean, like we can get into it, but I think honestly we should get into the Spurs game first and then get into the Feyenoord, because I still see a lot of trends that are in that game, right? So
yeah.
But so it's kind of backtrack to the Spurs game, right?
Yeah.
So City played a good first 15 minutes of soccer, right? Like they played a good first 15, but then the 4-0 to Spurs, really. And there was like on each of those plays, there's very specific defensive errors made. Gavardio had 3 of those errors. First of all, the Kulusevski goal to Madison, that was a bad back pass from Gavardio.
Yeah.
Right. Credit to Ederson, he had a great save on Son when Son made his shot. But then in the box, you see that Son give and go to Madison again for the second goal,
dude. That was so City right there, dog.
That they did City on us. Yes, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like that was like, oh my god, like they worked us in the box so hard.
I could not hate on Tottenham in this game, dude. They played so fucking well. Either that or I'm telling you, the defense is just,
and that's what Spurs do. Like, and a lot of City fans are just bashing Spurs, calling them frauds, whatnot. Like Spurs does this. Spurs, they win against us. They find a way to win against us. But trust me, they'll lose to Ipswich this weekend, right? They will lose to Ipswich this weekend because that's what Spurs do. Yeah. They beat us on the weekend, and then next week they lose to whatever fucking team, Bournemouth, Ipswich, whatever, right?
Yeah, what have you?
Yeah, okay. And then second half, Solanke to Poro, a former City youth product, right?
Yes.
3-0.
Didn't celebrate. Mad respect for that.
Just keep it going, right?
Yeah.
And then the Werner to Brennan Johnson goal. Werner beat Kyle Walker. We're talking about not Kyle Walker Peters. We're talking about the Kyle Walker, the guy, the Vinicius killer, right?
Yes.
This guy, Kyle Walker, right, got beat. He got beat. And then pass it to Brennan Johnson, 4-0. City lose the game 4-0. Right?
He just subbed in too, huh?
Yeah, and that's right.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, on each of those goals, very specific defensive things, right? Like, and I said Gavardio for 3 of those mistakes. Kyle Walker getting beat on the last one. This team is old. You look at this team. This team is rusty, but look at just the sheer age of our squad. KDB, Gundo, Kyle Walker, 33, 34. Bernardo Silva, who's like the youngest of our starting 11, is like going to be turning 30. Rodri's 28. You know what I mean? These players are old. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so,
like I'm telling you, once they started making the subs, it was like, guys, we're back. Do the city stuff. Do the Kevin, get in there.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean?
Do city things. Do the city thing.
And
Do
it
the
was
thing.
just like, holy shit. And when I saw Bernardo Silva, I was like, what the fuck? Where have you been? Like, I don't know if I haven't caught it. No, dude, I can't say that I've been watching the games, but it was just crazy seeing him on the pitch, bro. I don't know why. Maybe I don't pay attention to him as much, but I was just tripping the fuck out, dude. And then a lot of people were tripping out that he didn't really play James McAtee a lot.
So, I mean, we can get into that because James McAtee was subbed on that last bit against Feyenoord, right?
Yeah.
And I really think in that Feyenoord game, the the bad juju that was cast was when they took Ake off. You know what I mean? Ake has been sort of a talisman for our defense. You know what I mean? He's personally my favorite City defender, right?
Yeah.
But he gets pulled off. They put on Jemai Simpson-Pusey, he's a youth player. They put on McAtee, and that's when the shit goes south, right? And it was it no, is it 6 ways to Sunday? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just all the way, just thoroughly. And like, let's just face it, like Jemai Simpson-Pusey is a youth player. I'm sure he'll be a good center half for City eventually, but honestly, not now. And like, let's run it back to preseason, right? And
Okay.
we're talking about those things to talks about should City sign more players. And I think both of us came to unanimous agreement that we don't need to make any more signings.
Yes.
Because we have youth talent, we have a lot of up and comers, and like the squad as is a good thing. But no one anticipated this many injuries. No one anticipated getting Rodri, but Rodri getting injured. But like looking back on it, I think there's some regret there not signing a backup defensive midfielder, right? Someone that could come in because Kovacic is injured too now. So, like, there's not getting any summer signings was a mistake, which we're feeling now.
I mean, who was close? Joshua Kimmich?
I don't think Kimmich
Jeremy
was.
Frimpong?
Frimpong, I think, is a next summer signing. That's what I said in this summer, is that it's for next summer. But yeah, just after the substitution, and then we just conceded, right?
Yeah.
And like, but that's what we've been doing, right? We've been conceding goals. We conceded 4 goals against Spurs. You know what I mean? We've been conceding. It's a defensive problem, and it's going to be. There's going to be a need. There's going to be a definite need because we got Pep back for another 2 years. But how is Pep going to rechange his squad? Is something that we also like to talk about. But so let's see. So okay. So any final thoughts though about that Feyenoord result, Will?
God damn, we need. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with the back line, bro. I wish I knew. I wish I knew. I wish I knew. I wish I knew. Oh no,
I can't follow that reference.
yeah. But yeah, dude. What's up with Ruben Diaz?
I mean, that's one thing too. I think he's getting on the older side of things too. And I mean, we're talking about people who are like 29, 30. You know what I mean? And he's been with the team for a long time. And I think he's maybe at a phase in his career with the team where he's at the end of his run with this team too, right? Yeah. Like, and we could see that last year that he didn't, and I think a lot of City fans realized that he did not have quite this year to the years previously. We're talking about a former Premier League Player of the Year, right?
Yes.
And I mean, like, I think a lot of players, some squad players, like they sign whenever like in their early 20s, and then they get to like maybe their later 30s, and they just get to a point when it's just like maybe their career with the club that they've been so prolific at is kind of coming to an end.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that could be the case with players like Diaz, right? That it's just kind of coming to a natural conclusion. So
that's so weird to say, man.
Yeah. I mean, but like it's inevitable, right? Like, look, City have won 4 in a row, right? If it wasn't for the COVID year, we would have won 7 in a row.
Yeah.
Right. So we've seen so much top-notch football. And like, if you think about it, back in the beginning, when Kyle Walker was young, when all these players were young and we got them, and they kind of started off at maybe 1 or 2 years where they're kind of flying under the radar, just kind of like, oh, they're good, but kind of untested. But now that that treble winning squad, we had the 4 in a row squad, and now we're here, and like we have to, as City fans, kind of accept that things are changing, right?
Yeah.
And we're in that transitional phase. I don't think it's anything to be super like, I don't know, go crazy about, right? It's just something that we have to kind of just like accept, right? Like we just have to accept the fact that this team is going to go through a transition, right? Hopefully we can stay at the high levels of football that we've done previously in this next squad we built that I think will happen. But like we just gotta like not fucking lose our minds. Like say someone like Arsenal, Chelsea, or Man United fan base, they'd be just like doing all the rage clips, you know what I mean? But like we're different. We're a different breed as City fans, right? We're not going to lose our minds. We're going to stay level headed.
Yeah.
We're going to stare reality in the face too and be honest. But like at the same time, we're not going to like lose our shit, right?
Today's lineup was Gavardiol, Nathan Ake, Manu Kanji, and Rico Lewis in the back. God damn. Kyle Walker did so bad that they didn't fucking play him this game.
I'm almost feeling the same way with Ederson. I think.
Oh man.
I think Ederson. I think the one adjustment I know for sure that I'd make on the weekend is I'd start Ortega.
Why
against Liverpool?
Fuck did Ederson go out there and jump like that, dude?
And that one where the ball just went right underneath his arm, like right between the post and the arm, it just went. It just made a hoop, and then they scored on that. I think it was the last goal, the leveling goal. Like, oh my god, that's just a nightmare. You know what I mean? Yeah, that was a dumb mistake on the second goal, I believe. Where
Remember, we
said
he gets one every season. This is like the second, third one, dude.
Yeah. And like honestly, I think the adjustment that I would make is I'd be starting Stefan Ortega for Liverpool.
Whew. Damn, dog. It's all over the place. It's all over. No wonder this was scratching himself. Goddamn Pep. You saw his fucking name?
I saw that.
I thought it was fake.
I thought it was fake too. But then like I went through like when I observed that on social media, I'm like, part of me wanted to meme. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But then I was like, wait, he seriously scratched his head. Like, and then like
frustration.
And I was like, and then he made that comment at the end. It's like, I want to hurt myself. Like in that Pep voice. I shouldn't want a Pep voice. Be like, I want this. I went, I want to hurt myself.
He even picks at his nose, dude.
And that's a perfectionist. And you can see he's just like digging his nails into his head.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know if I should be concerned. I'm like, dude, but like this guy's a genius. And when you see like his theory basically go up in flames, like obviously
5 weeks in a row,
it's like you feel that way. You know what I mean? But like, but obviously he has to go back to the drawing board. I think it's a little bit melodramatic. And, I respect Pep for being composed. You know what I mean? And being chill and being the winner that he is. But like seeing him like scratch himself like that, it's like, come on, dude. Like
we're in shambles, brother.
Like that sends a message to other teams that like our psychology is all messed up.
Yeah.
Right. And I think that's for sure what's happening. The psychology of this team, we're back to like 2021 when like whenever we would go up like maybe 2 or 3 goals and then we concede 1 and then our heads would be down. Right.
Yeah.
Like, dude, we're back to just like getting totally deflated when someone scores on us. You know what I mean? And it's like that's a definite sign that our mentality is not in the right place. Did you make that any other observations like that?
I was super proud with Gundo's fucking game today. He played fucking awesome. You know what I mean?
Scored a goal. Yeah.
Scored a goal. Rico Lewis still trying to. There was this moment where they put Kevin in the last couple minutes of the game.
Yeah.
And he held the ball and nobody was moving. And you can see him going like, go the fuck around me. Like, give me something down the lane. Like, and fools are like, oh, okay, yeah. In my head, I was like, oh my God, we forgot who we are. Like, we forgot the chemistry. And like I'm telling you, 5 weeks of jumbling the bench and the starting line, it's like, dude, we're fucked, bro. We are fucked. And they kept playing. And come on, today they played Matias Nunez. I fucking hated that
Mateus Nunes.
they kept saying Matias Nunez.
Matius Nunez.
Matias Nunez on Paramount. I was like, oh my god, that's so stupid. I don't know. Knowing that his name is Mateos, and they go Matias, it's just funny.
Matty Nunez.
But yeah, I mean, come on. Let me tell you the bench, and you tell me why we didn't play them. Okay, Kyle Walker got smoked in Tottenham, right?
Smoking
So that's why you wouldn't play him, right?
No, I think that was a good.
Okay, Kevin De Bruyne for Gundogan. Nice move, or should we have kept Gundogan in?
I mean, I'm with Owen Suckling. He makes Owen Suckling in there. Don't think the subs were the problem, but more so the players just not trying by the end of the game, so they were all tired and didn't care at that point.
Think so?
I think it was true. I think as I said, it's a mentality thing. Like I do think Jeremiah Simpson Pusey sub is I think that's a little bit. That was the one that I would have kept just the Ake on and just have him go right at the whole game.
Yeah.
But you're thinking like Pep, like this game's wrapped up, and I have confidence in my players that they'll just like see the result through. You know what I mean? As we've done before. But then it's like conceding 3 goals and ending with a draw. It's like, huh? You kind of do a double take, like. You know what I'm saying? I definitely think it was. I think it's more of a mentality, a problem with mentality than just the subs. You know what I'm saying?
Also on the bench, Ruben Diaz.
I mean, like one also question too is was he fit? You know what I mean? Because he has been on injury. You know what I mean? Like, okay. So I don't see like those kind of angles, but like, if Diaz was fit, maybe he should have played.
James McAtee in for Foden. Should you have played both of them?
No, I mean, like at that point, it's 3-0. Like the offense have done their job. You know what I mean? I can't believe I'm talking like an NFL coach now. Like the offense did their job. Now we have to like hold it down, right?
All right, Savinho.
Savinho.
Right?
I'm not sure. I don't have the current injury report right now.
Because they had a press conference with Kevin De Bruyne.
Yeah,
I don't know if you saw that or heard anything about it.
Yeah,
but he was like, is this a dark place? That Bernardo Silva says that Man City's in a dark place right now. He goes, in a dark place, nah, more chaotic. And I was like, oh my god, dude, that doesn't help the situation. You know what I mean?
Well,
like,
it's
crazy.
It's kind of different but similar.
He's like, I see the people on the pitch and I see people that are playing that are not supposed to be playing. Like this shit's all over the fucking place right now. He goes, and then when I knew that he said that, I knew he was talking about Savinho, you know, because that fool should not be playing, and he's fucking hurt too. Okay, what about your boy Nico Riley? I should have played him, right?
And the thing is that there's looking at the injuries. This is the injuries from after I looked at after the Spurs game. So Kovacic is out,
of course.
Diaz was out. I'm not sure how fit he was.
Questionable.
Doku, I believe is injured. Is trying to come back questionable, and then Stones is now questionable because after I think he came off, or after the second game he was getting assessed for injuries. So those are from what I hear about the injuries. I mean honestly, like as I say, I think it was a mentality thing. A reason why we could see at the end, Jamison Zapuzzi, a youth player, but still inexperienced. And also look at how we could see those goals. And I can't believe I'm actually under this. I'm wearing my Gavardiol shirt.
Yeah.
Gavardiol.
Oh man.
Gavardiol. That was, I mean, two bad back pass to lead to a goal. You know what I mean?
That was bad.
Yeah. Like, I don't want to be like shitting on players.
We're not shitting. We're analyzing what's going on.
Yeah, dude. But you know what I mean. But like, obviously, like all those the ways we conceded, the 7 goals that we've conceded in the last 2 games have been on very specific mistakes.
Yeah,
and like Gavardiol could own 5 of them.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah,
and like, it's just, yeah. I mean, I think it's a defensive problem.
You think he's not getting the backup that he had before with the big dicks?
Like by that, injuries?
I mean Ruben Diaz, John Stones, Kyle Walker,
Rodri.
I
mean, we're not. We've kind of been dancing around the elephant in the room, but not having Rodri is a big deal. And like, if you make your whole system based around Rodri and that piece is gone, obviously all the pieces are going to fall off. You're not going to have a piece that can hold it up. Coach is supposed to be that like kind of
Yes,
that
the
last
backup.
resort,
Yeah.
the last resort. But even he's injured. So who do we play? Nico Riley probably is our only backup at that point, right? So that missing piece, like, and like obviously you could see a bunch of plays where the ball, like maybe the ball would be like kind of like just out in our half, you know what I mean? Raji would have just hoovered that shit up and then sent it the other way to the attacking goal. But we don't have Raji there to like be that cool, calm, collected head, be able to sweep up, attack balls and then just put the forward pass that way. Like it's a huge piece we're missing with Rodri. So like injuries mentality is what we got with this Feyenoord game.
Now we've lost 5 games and we tied today. We tied today. Is that an improvement?
No.
No, because we let the
We,
game
we
go.
we stopped the bleeding.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We didn't lose 6 games. You know what I mean? But we now look ahead to Liverpool at Anfield. I think that's what basically is that we got to think about a game plan for Liverpool and like what are we going to do about that? And that's something we're going to be discussing here more in a minute. But any final thoughts on that before we move on to city news?
Not one.
Okay. Well, I think we already mentioned this, but the big news is that Pep has extended his contract to 2027. How do you feel about that?
I love it. I love it because how long ago was this that he came? Well, like maybe what year did he come? I forgot he came.
2015, 2016 was his first season.
Okay, so it's been about 9 to 8 years.
9 years.
When he pulled up, dude, he fucking cleared house.
He did.
And I feel like it's gonna get to that point again.
Oh yeah, I think it has to get to that point
because our guys are old now.
But I think we're already hinting at that transition, right?
Yeah.
And because we just picked up Hugo Vania as our new sporting director from Sporting Portugal, Sporting Lisbon, right? And I think we're going to be getting a lot of their players from that squad because if you look at it, like Man United just signed Ruben Amorim, who was the manager of that team, right? And so there's going to be this tussle over getting a lot of those players. And I think one player that I think we could be looking at is Victor Gyökeres.
Oh yeah, when I heard about that move and I saw who he is, that's not bad. But as Haaland, how do you feel about that?
Well, I think already what Victor Gyökeres has kind of, I think, mentioned to his agents in that deal is that he doesn't want to be considered a backup.
That's why.
So you're obviously you're going to be a backup to Haaland.
Is our dude going to be leaving soon?
Haaland?
Damn, you feel me?
I don't think so. I don't think it's a question. Is he going to be going to Real Madrid? I don't think he's going to be going to Real Madrid.
Fuck.
I don't think he is. And we could talk about Real Madrid because look at how they're doing with Mbappe.
Yeah,
they're not quite the same team.
No.
And also Mbappe's being the scapegoat for their problems right now.
Yeah,
because they're look at Real Madrid, they're mid-table team.
Yeah,
but I don't know. But I think Haaland. I don't think Haaland might be going anywhere. I mean, like they're lining up a contract deal for him to like 27 or 29. So we'll see. But honestly, like the move to Real Madrid, I don't think is quite there. So I don't think he's going to be actually leaving. For now. But like
I can see a lot of people leaving, dude.
Well, I mean, like I think in a squad rebuild, obviously Kyle Walker's gone next year.
Yes.
KDB, I think, is going to go to San Diego FC.
Bernardo,
I think, is going to be gone. Gundogan,
Kovacic.
Maybe not Kovacic.
I don't think he'll stick around.
I think he'll be around. Kovacic will be around, but I think our old heads are going to be gone. KDB, Gundo, Walker. Let's see. Those are the three that
I think Jack stays around.
That's a questionable one.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm starting to see like are we at that point?
Stones is gone.
Think so?
Yeah. And like to be honest, being John Stones right now, the decisions I think is pretty hard for John Stones right now to make because obviously he's been playing for City for as long as Pep has been there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because he was one of the crucial points that Pep brought in for the team, right? But but John Stones, he can't stay healthy for any extended period of time.
That's true.
Last year, he played 40% of the games that were available.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's an expensive sports card that breaks down all the goddamn time.
Yeah.
And like, but he plays for City. He makes a lot of money. Who else is going to pay his wages? You know what I mean? And who else is going to pay his wages knowing that he gets injured all the time,
All
right?
the time.
All the time, right? So, but ultimately, I think it's going to come down to it. I think Stones is gone. So I think you're going to be seeing a lot of the critical components that Pep brought in. You know what I mean? Are going to be gone. They're going to be replaced. Another player that um, I would also look at from Portugal, Sporting Lisbon, is Maximilian Araujo,
Forward.
midfielder.
I think I remember who that is.
Yeah. So I think what we're going to be doing is we're going to be copying a lot of Sporting Lisbon players and uh, putting them into our squad rebuild. Also, like I don't, I one, and I kind of agree with this. I think one of the reasons why Pep may have extended his contract is that there's not an immediate clear replacement for him right now in the transfer market. Like who is honestly going to replace Pep at this juncture? Um, Ruben Amorim was kind of like looking like that, but now he's at United. And then Xabi Alonso said he wants to stay maybe another year or two with Leverkusen. So like honestly, who else out in the market besides those two are like young up and coming managers that are? I mean, we got Vincent Company, right? But he's doing his thing at Bayern Munich.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even like potentially bringing in even some Bayern Munich players like Jamal Musiala. I don't think, from what I've heard, is that Musiala is leaning towards a contract extension with Bayern Munich. So, I don't think a lot of Bayern Munich players are leaving with seeing how this current Bayern Munich team is playing.
Damn, you think other people see us like, oh, we went from the team that everybody wanted to go to a team that's like, oh, yeah, I don't know.
We're not at that point yet.
No,
I don't think we're at that point yet. That sounds like United.
that's what I'm saying.
Like,
I'm not comparing us to United, but I'm just saying like we were those motherfuckers. You know what I mean? And damn dog, I'm so confused about what's going on right now, bro.
Well, I mean, like that's what we're trying to sort out right now. Is
Yeah.
like is how does this team move forward? Like I think you can see it, the plan starting to kind of unfold with getting with Sporting Lisbon's director in,
Yeah.
maybe getting some of those key players into the squad, and then we'll see in the summer window who's available. And I think there's obviously like some players like Leverkusen players, Frimpong, who is a former City product, I think is a very able replacement, obviously, like for Walker. You know what I mean? And
we got two players in Girona, no?
And we got our Girona players, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And Max Peroni and
Claudio
Echeverri. So we have those in the pipeline. We still have our youth players who will be developing, and those players will be coming even more into maturity next year. So I do think all is not lost. You know what I mean? Like we're completely not like without a solo character to this team.
Yeah.
But like I think Pep has this one squad rebuild. You can kind of seen it start to take shape already, but obviously we're in a dark spot. You know what I mean? Like we're not in a crisis, but with a rough patch. There's a lot of questions, short-term questions, like even the question of like, what are we going to be doing? So let me ask this question.
Okay.
So at this juncture, how does our trophy title hopes looking like that right now?
We've seen this before. You know what I mean? It's 8 points to first.
Yeah.
And we're still in second, right?
Yeah.
So I think we did throw away the pillow that we were sitting on. And now we're starting to feel the pins and needles to fucking win this goddamn thing. You know what I mean? Because, dude, like, I don't know. What I want to see this weekend is gonna say a lot about what's gonna happen, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because we're playing first place. If we beat Liverpool, dude, we'll be in such good standings. You know what I mean?
I mean, like, this is my question for Liverpool on Sunday. It's like, why not beat Liverpool on
Yeah.
Sunday?
Yeah.
Why not? And even in good times, we struggle to beat Liverpool at Anfield.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Even in good times,
Those are our new rivals.
right? There's been a rivals, right?
Yeah.
But like this season's already given so many different, like, just different curveballs, right?
Yeah.
Why not? Can't we just go to the Anfield and win on Sunday? You know what I mean?
Listen to that sentence again.
Why not? Why not? Honestly, dude, like,
It's so hard for us there, bro.
yeah,
It's so
we
hard for us
we
there.
can defy gravity. If you've seen Wicked already,
But I mean, we went 5 losses, 1 tie. I think we know what's coming up next. The W.
yeah,
And that would be a big W.
yeah,
A big W, bro. So, man, that's crazy, bro.
yeah.
This is insane. Hopefully, hopefully that game doesn't make Pep scratch his eyes out, dude.
Fuck. I think he needs to go to that game, like, and he just needs like someone there, kind of like as like a wellness check, like, you know what I mean, like just like a mental health nurse.
Oh my god.
Are you doing all right, Pep? Are you doing all right, Pep? It's like, I'm not.
Put a helmet on that guy.
I'm not.
Put a helmet on that guy so he doesn't scratch his follicles out, dude.
Yeah, he needs a BI.
It was so weird to see him like that, bro.
It's how
He looked like he just got off a fucking heroin binge fucking weekend.
he had meth scabs.
I was like, what the fuck? What's happening?
I think it doesn't do us any good on the psychological terrain of winning this Premier League.
Yeah.
To like see him like that. You know what I mean? It's endless social media bait. Yeah. I know he's not on social media.
Yeah.
It's endless social media bait, and other teams are going to be using it against us.
Of
you know what I mean? Like if we have Arsenal fans like blowing up, like, after like their, like after losing games, like I remember like peak ASC TV in like 2018, where like when Wenger was still in charge and everyone's like, Wenger out, and then you have like United, tune in any United streamer live, Mark Goldberg or whatever, go on any weekend, he's like melting down. Chelsea fans, that young Kippa melting down, you know what I mean? But like to see like our head coach, our manager, like scratching himself.
Imagine his staff.
Him.
They're like, oh my god.
Oh, I could only imagine what that full-time talk was like in the locker room, dude. Like I hope that they're filming another documentary on top of the documentary they're already doing.
I saw the comments. The comments said that he got down with Kevin De Bruyne in the locker room.
they went body blows in the locker room.
That
dude.
shit made me fucking laugh when I was reading all the stupid ass comments.
Yeah, he was throwing strays at fucking like everyone. He was like,
but I think I found a good meme is a good meme. You gotta appreciate it, right?
Yeah.
But remember the wedding singer?
Yeah.
When Robbie was singing that fucking song, and then you see John Lovitz in the back. He's like, oh my god, he's lost his mind, and I'm reaping all the benefits. And then he just goes all evilly back into
yeah.
That should be the fucking Liverpool coach right there, dude.
Yeah, dude.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
But so Pep sends his contract to 2027.
Awesome.
Hopefully we got another squad rebuilding there. Before the game, though, I think before the Spurs game, the only bright spot probably about that whole game is that they finally gave Rodri his recognition for the Ballon d'Or.
Beautiful.
All the bells and whistles, all the stops were pulled.
Yes.
Fireworks. Rodri signed the background. And I think we already had this conversation. But do you think with the Ballon d'Or that Rodri becomes the best City player that ever played?
Like more than Sergio Aguero?
Yeah.
No.
You don't think so?
No. Sergio Aguero's the best City player to ever go.
I mean,
for me.
I mean, I think if you had to make like a Mount Rushmore of City players, definitely those two belong on it.
Yes. Yes, I'll agree to that.
Colin Bell, legend, deserves to be on that as well. I think. I mean, it's a lot of people.
Erling
Haaland eventually will be on there. Gundo, KDB, Foden. Yeah, it's like a whole ass fucking
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
It's gonna be
yeah.
a long ass mountain full of players, but I mean, I'm talking about like top players that ever wear the shirt. I
Yeah, of
think,
course. No, Roger, hell yeah, dude.
yeah, I mean, like
Yes.
that's something. I mean,
He
but
brought something that City hasn't had yet.
yeah, I mean, a Ballon d'Or, which is also good for the team, and you know what I mean. It gives us a lot of attention as well.
Yes.
So,
And a lot of hate.
and a lot of hate. You know what I mean? But you love to see it. You know what I mean? We already kind of talked about some of the transfer news: Victor Gyökeres, Maximilian Araujo, and Jamal Musiala. We already gave some of those things, but we just alluded to it. But there is a new City documentary. I believe it's called Together. The City
Together
documentary.
four in a row or something like
Together,
that.
4 in a row, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, are you excited for that?
I haven't seen it yet. Is it out yet?
I don't think it's out. I think it's
Oh,
coming
okay.
out.
Then yes,
Yeah,
I am excited.
that they just put out a trailer recently.
I like watching all those documentaries, dude.
It's cool.
I even watched some of the other team ones.
The All or
The
Nothing,
Arsenal ones, the Tottenham one.
Tottenham one, yeah.
Yeah, but especially the City ones, because it takes me back and it gives me the goosebumps. Because I was like, damn, I remember that.
I remember
You know what I mean?
what was it, the All or Nothing that they did on Amazon a while back when
Yes.
Vincent Company was still on the team.
Yes.
And that one clip where Pep is like yelling at the players and cussing
yeah.
at them and stuff.
Yeah.
I
You
remember,
tired? Fuck you. You want to be tired? Fuck you.
yeah,
I was
that clip. Yeah, that lives I think about that clip every now and then. I'm just like from time. But like I mean that like those years, I think like 2017 up until like the pandemic, you know what I mean? We had Centurions, we had Centurions, we had 4 in a row, you know what I mean? And then I mean, like that was a magical time, you know what I mean? And the players that were still around at that time, you know what I'm saying? But Will's struggling with this tripod. But you know what I'm saying? Like it does take you back. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I was doing a lot of kind of going back because even like the Feyenoord game, it's a Champions League game in the fall. I went to a Champions League game in the fall in late October when I saw them the first time I went there. I saw a Champions League game and a Premier League game in late October in the fall, and like seeing the weather there just kind of brought back memories too. I want to go back. So,
do you think we're losing all these fucking matches just to make the documentary even sicker for next year?
I mean, that's what Pep likes to do. Pep likes to make things harder for himself, but then he wins the league. Like all right, let's have a lighter squad. You know what I mean? Let's have an older squad. Let's like lose a bunch of games. You know what I mean? Let's have everyone count us down, and then we come back and become champions again. Champions again. Champions again. Champions again. Ole, ole.
Man, this would be one hell of a comeback.
I mean, like if you think about it, well, let's think about it like this. We fast forward to like May.
What week are we in the EPL?
I don't know.
It has to be like 8, 9, right?
Or maybe around 10. I don't know.
Okay,
but
so we're not more than half ready.
No, we're not.
Okay.
Half usually happens like sometime in late December. Like when the reverse fixtures start,
That's
right?
That's right.
But like one thing is like, okay, let's just visualize this. Like do a visualization exercise, right? Let's imagine we're in May of next year.
Okay.
It's coming down to the last 3 games. Liverpool, City, right?
Okay.
And somehow City pull out a Liverpool draw, City go ahead on a weekend, and we hold the last 2 games and we win the Premier League. Looking back on this time, how are we going to feel about this time?
Like I said, we've seen shit like this before.
We were in the exact same place for the last 2 seasons, bro.
Yes.
We've done this before on this podcast.
Yes,
we did it last year.
Yes.
We did the year before that.
Oh yeah, when Jack was making us.
I remember the January, the trouble year. We were like, fuck. We were like depressed as shit. And then like we came back and won a treble.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Like we rallied back from a January collapse.
The Doku days too.
The Doku days when we call that, or you call that flag
for the crucified online.
Crucified,
but I stood my ground, dude, and I was fucking right, dude.
Yeah, so, and Doku's a changed player. You know what I mean?
Yes, he's fucking awesome now.
So, yeah, but honestly, like when we're in the title contender conversation in the Premier League, this team is gonna pick up some form at some point, right?
Yes, sir.
Let's hope it's sooner than later. You know what I mean? But like we have Liverpool to talk about, but other things too. I mean, I know that we were on an international break for like the longest time, but Holland scored a hat trick against Kazakhstan.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yes, very nice.
My brother Bilo.
Right.
Nat.
Oh yeah, Pamela. Hey, it's game week 13.
Okay.
Yeah,
13.
so we still have a way to go, huh? We still got 5 weeks.
Yeah, we Gucci.
Okay.
But in other news, I know. Did you see the Club World Cup trophy drop? The new Club World Cup trophy.
No. I haven't seen it yet.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Yeah.
It's the little octagon with the circle around it, right?
Yeah, it has like
Yeah, I
multiple
did
circles
see
going.
it.
What do you think about that?
I mean, fucking awesome, and I'm glad it's gonna be here. Did you register already in case?
Yeah, I did.
All right. Good.
You know that the Nations League the Nations League Cup final is going to be at SoFi in March.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and tickets are pretty cheap right now because no one's been guaranteed for the final yet. Because I think March 20th is both the two semifinals. There's Canada, Mexico, and then there's United States, Panama. And then whoever wins those games obviously goes to the final, right? But the final's on the Sunday. It's like I think like the semifinals on the Friday, and then whoever plays is on the Sunday. And like tickets right now are fairly still cheap for the final, so I'm thinking about getting a ticket for the final, and not knowing who's going to be in the final.
But for England?
No, for you wait for like the North CONCACAF.
CONCACAF the nation. MLS one, right?
No, the Canada, Mexico.
Oh,
CONCACAF, dude.
Okay. My bad. I thought we were talking about the Champions League.
Yeah, I honestly think that's probably going to be my guess is USA, Canada in the final. So that's my guess. So
disgrace me like that.
Mexico sucks, bro. Oh shit! I need to plug in my charger.
Well, I mean, you're right. I mean, we did pick up a old fucking Javier Aguirre back into the Mexico team, but damn, you saw when he got cracked with that beer in the head? Yeah. Oh my god, that would have been dope if he would have picked up the beer and drank it. But that guy was so fucking stoic when he got slammed in the head with that brew.
Yeah.
He didn't even he didn't even react or anything, dude. Dude was fucking solid. Solid fucking. We good?
Let's see. Yeah. Turn it.
So we're having technical difficulties, guys. Alex didn't charge his laptop. And oh, you go, mate. Oh. And we still don't have power. You go. Damn, don't you like that little noise right now?
Stitching time saves 9.
Yes. All right, so moving on.
To the Liverpool game.
Oh, God.
All right, so. All right. What's your prediction about this game?
God damn, dog. I don't. Let's see. Can we talk about? Let's agree on a squad that could possibly get this W. So on top 3, who you got?
Top 3. I mean, let's just go with it. Haaland. I'm just trying to think of how Pep has been playing. So I mean, honestly, like Haaland, Bernardo on the left. I'll take Savinho on the right.
No Jack.
No Jack. No.
Damn. Okay. I'll agree with you on that. All right, now let's go back line. Would you start Kevin De Bruyne in this game?
No.
No? Why not? We need plays.
We're gonna start Gundogan or KDB either way. You know what? I'll change it. I think since Gundogan's a sub, KDB will come on. Okay, because
Okay.
knowing that we don't have Kovacic.
Because we need plays for Haaland, bro.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
So you would go Kevin De Bruyne and Phil Foden.
Kevin De Bruyne, Phil Foden. Yeah,
Yes?
yes.
Okay. Now behind that, we don't have Kovacic or Rodri. So who plays that position?
Nico O'Reilly is our only option on that one.
He hasn't been playing.
But he's the only person that plays in that position. Yeah.
Okay. You wouldn't play anybody else there?
Who,
Not even Gundo?
You would have Gundo and KDB on at the same time?
I would love it.
I don't think that would work.
Okay, so Nico Riley in the back.
Yeah.
Okay, now this is the most important part.
Yeah.
It's that back four.
Yeah.
Who do you want? Who can we use?
I would say Gavardiol. As much as he's been fucking up,
you're still gonna throw him in?
Still throw on Gavardiol. I'll take Diaz, Akanji, and Lewis. You can play Ake though at right back.
What about left back? That's his fucking spot.
No, Ake is a center half. But he can play on the right hand side. But I think honestly they're gonna go with Lewis.
Yeah, because not only you get defensive, but you get a couple of plays and a fucking hell of a fucking.
And match. I think Lewis has done nothing to jeopardize his spot. I think that's Lewis's spot right now.
Yes.
No one with Walker, but but we're looking at who's going to be playing at center back. Would you see someone else playing at center back? Different center back pairing?
Just Diaz.
Diaz,
Akanji, Rico Lewis, fucking Gavardiol.
I mean, let's face it. Gavardiol's made a lot of really boneheaded mistakes, but he's still probably our best position player in that position right now. You know what I mean?
How do you feel about the squad we just called right now?
Nico O'Reilly obviously is a young gun.
Mm-hmm.
If there's anyone in the chat that can give us a better tactical correction for that, that's just going strictly on vibes.
Yeah.
That's probably not even vibes, but it's just going to the depth chart. Who plays that position? Defensive midfielder, Nico O'Reilly. Let's just go with that.
And then you said after a blunder like this, we're still gonna go with Ederson?
No, Stefan Ortega.
Oh. And do you think that's a plausible? Do you think that will happen?
Yeah, I think that will happen for sure. I mean, we haven't seen a lot of Stefan Ortega in the last few weeks, so I think that's going to be a change there.
For some reason, when you said Stefan Ortega, and this is not shitting on Ederson, I felt like that would connect the squad. You know what I mean?
Having Ederson there?
No, having
Ortega in.
Yeah.
I think it will bring composure to the lineup that we need.
Yeah.
That we need.
But something tells me that's not going to happen.
I think Pep might just stay with Ederson.
Yeah.
Personally, I mean, that's what I want.
Yeah, me too.
And there's what Pep will do.
Yes, of course.
And Pep, obviously, big brain gouge juice when he's not scratching himself out. But you know what I mean. But I honestly think he's probably just going to stick. He might make some changes to the top, but I think he might just. But with Diaz in maybe. But But honestly, will he make the change with Ederson? I don't think. I think he will. He should though. I think that's one thing I would do. If you want more composure in this team and a more level-headed, I would put in Stefan Ortega. That solves the mentality problem. Plus, he's just good keeper as Ederson. You know what I mean? So. Yeah.
And I hope he got the notification about this episode and listens to this and follows our heed.
Follow our heed. Well, he does watch this podcast.
I know
we've done it before,
and we know you're watching, Pep.
Yeah, and so, but you can still follow us at Hollywood Kippax Official across all social media platforms. Hollywood Kippax Official on Instagram, but Hollywood Kippax across all the other platforms: Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and YouTube.
Yes, sir.
You know, it's good to be back. It's good to be back in person. You know what I mean?
Hopefully, this episode helps the team
for sure. But here's the thing. You know, we brought the sage to the podcast. We light it. Hold on real quick, because you know that's just bad-ish, right? Because we're gonna be summoning spirits right now.
Huh?
We're summoning spirits right now.
Oh God.
Okay.
All right.
So we got the sage lit. And you guys can appreciate this in person, but
Oh God.
we brought a Ouija board. And so I do have an undergraduate degree in philosophy and religion, and I did study some some occultish stuff. So I'm just gonna go off of we're gonna summon some spirits right now. All right. So Will, um, you'll be here, right? So spirit in this room, we come to you humbly to ask you questions. The ancestors, please guide us in our predictions this week against Liverpool. Please bring us blessings and help us to get this team back on track. Do speak to us in this moment of need. Okay. All right. So I'm feeling the spirit right now.
I'm
and
totally.
I'm getting this aura.
Me too.
From behind you, like there. Right
I
there.
did get a little cold back here.
Yeah,
right
you
now.
know what I mean.
Yeah.
So so I'm just gonna, before we ask for our predictions, we just go what the spirit says. So spirit, give us wisdom. What do you think the prediction of the game is going to be on Sunday? Right. So okay. So I'm gonna take this. Okay. And okay. It's moving my hand.
Oh, shit. Are
moving
you doing
hands.
that?
No, I'm not, dude. I'm just
okay.
purely vibes.
All right.
Wait, hold on.
I like this. Okay. D.
Okay.
D.
D.
D's not
D.
D's. R.
R.
DR. DR. DRA. DRA.
Jars.
DRA. DRAW.
Draw.
Oh, it stopped there. Draw.
Holy
shit. Another one?
Another draw. Spirit, really, dude? We summoned you right now.
Oh, God.
But I don't know. Maybe Spirit's trying to tell us something that, like, I think. I mean, like, at this point, a draw at Anfield would be, in this situation, would be decent. You know what I mean?
But I don't want to go with the spirits because I'm gonna go with the Hollywood's Kippax safe bet 3-1.
3-1. Okay. Wow. Pissing off the spirit. I get the sense of the spirit right now. The spirit is a little bit.
Oh yeah, it's ticked off.
A little bit. No, it's not ticked off. It's just like irritated.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
The spirit's irritated.
Yes.
Right.
Please don't scratch Pep anymore.
Yeah. Spirits, send your love and healing to
yes.
Pep. But we can get into but Spirit, we don't have a score prediction. Can you tell us what this prediction is going to be? Okay. So we got it. Okay. So whoa.
What's happening here?
Spirit is cray right now.
Okay, yeah.
Cray.
Okay, it's going.
One.
Okay, I like that. I like that. Okay. 2. 1, 2, 1. Oh my God, the formation.
That's just the formation.
Okay.
I think Spirit's saying 1-1.
1-1. God damn these spirits, brother.
Spirits trying to knock my phone. They don't understand that I'm a
working
man.
You guys saw that too, bro.
See, that's
totally
it's kind of the downside. Spirits can be a little bit assholey.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? They can be kind of that. Wait, but
as a Mexican, now I'm scared.
You know what I mean? Well, we were thinking about sacrificing Ipkiss on this podcast.
There we go. Yeah.
But I think we'll save that for next game if we lose this one.
Okay.
So that's like a last resort thing. So Ipkiss, you're off.
Yes.
You're off responsibility, right?
We'll see you another week.
We'll do the blood sacrifice next week.
Yes,
right?
There you go.
But wait. I'm getting another. I'm getting a message. I'm getting a message.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Hold on.
Okay. L. Oh shit. Okay. A. K. La Caca. Oh, Lake. Laker.
And Lakers reference. What the hell? Ipkiss. That was Ipkiss. The spirit, even the spirit got Lakers references now, dude.
Oh my God, that's fucking hilarious. I was like Lakers. Wait a second.
Lakers. Oh my God! Now I have to take a sip.
Well, these are some very sportsman-like fucking
Spirits.
spirits.
Spirits got to get their bets in too.
That's amazing.
So Lakers. All right. So hope we got to channel the spirit of the Showtime Lakers in this Sunday. All right. But any other final thoughts, Will, before we sign off?
Man, we really need this win this weekend. And I know it's Liverpool and all that, but man, we pulled out some crazier shit, and we have the squad back. They just need to fucking practice their ass off and get that chemistry back, dude.
So we just to kind of catch up on the chat. So we have Aaron D. Jones saying that he was at the game last night, felt like defeat, worried for the Liverpool game. He's not going to drop Eddie, but he should. Paul, City till I die at 66. We just can't keep clean sheet nowadays, but we keep the faith and let's go on. Hope we play the same against Liverpool.
Yes, sir.
And then Cameron says Spirit is saying Gavardio's going to make another error.
Oh, God, no.
And then Frankie G's, love you guys, but it's not going to happen. Frankie, shout out Frankie from Texas.
There you go. Shout out Frankie.
Drop your prediction in the chat. But I say draw. Will says
3-1.
3-1.
Yes.
Obstinate 3-1 victory, right? So, all right.
See you at the ticket counter.
Yeah. All right. Well, this is a podcast that your girlfriend tells you to not worry about.
Mm-hmm.
This is a podcast that supports the best team in the land.
The best team in the world.
Come on, City. Come on. You know. It's going to be biblical, man.
And it is. See you next weekend. Liverpool this Sunday. Fuck you.
Sage this team, boys. Sage this team.
Yes. Peace.
Later. Spirit is saying Gavardio going to have another disaster class.